Okay, continuing where we left off. Let's kill these mint-mints.
Ooh, I love them mints.
You see, I get what they did here because we're in a snowy area, and mint is associated with snow and frostiness.
Yeah, but, can you blame them for being mad if you have to go through life with your name being Mint?
Yeah. They kind of remind me of red caps. Like, recently I learned why red caps are called red caps. Like, in, typical D&D lore and, old school RPG lore.
It's not just because they were red caps?
No, it's because the cap becomes red through the victims. They
stain them red with the blood?
I think they eat a bunch of people and shit, and it becomes stained from all the people they ate. Like, just the blood slaughter stains their hat on their head.
So is that why David the Gnome had a red hat?
I guess. I don't know, but either way.
Does anybody remember that show?
Damn, that did 667. She's so much stronger than me.
Yeah, she's showing how weak we are. Anyway, I promised a story.
Yeah.
So let me tell it.
Go ahead, story time, everybody.
So I mentioned earlier that having internal parasites, namely tapeworms, is among my fears in life. And I don't think that's that unreasonable. But I don't eat fish, so maybe I don't have to worry that much, but who knows. However, one of my phobias as a kid, because the idea of it just kind of always frightened me, actually came true. Here's kind of what happened. So it's early January, a few years ago. I was still living with my parents at the time. We just moved to Georgia not that long ago. And I remember it was January because I had to help my dad take down Christmas lights. And I wake up, and I have a very mild stomachache. And, if you have something like that, you think, if it's mild, I'll just go to the bathroom, take care of it, no problem. I do all that, and still have it there, so this is weird. Maybe I'm just not feeling good today, so I'll just eat light, if I eat at all. I'm not really that hungry. So I go about my day, and help my dad take down all the lights, and then I gotta go to work. And I'm not gonna reveal exactly where I work, but it's he's somewhat, not a total physically demanding job, but I do have to do stuff and movement all day long.
Manual labor, yes.
Yeah, so, and the whole time, I'm still got the stomachache, and it's gotten gradually worse as the day has gone by, but nothing too serious. But it's definitely one of those things where I'm thinking to myself, man, this is freaking weird. Like, I've done nothing today to aggravate my stomach, and I don't think I did anything yesterday to aggravate my stomach, but who knows, I'm an idiot. So, maybe I did. So I really didn't eat anything all day. I had a very light dinner because I was like, I haven't eaten all day. Maybe I'm just hungry and my body's being weird. And that wasn't it either. So I just kind of was like, well, whatever. And I went home. That night, however, things escalated. Because it was weird. As soon as I decided I'm going to go to sleep is when everything got a lot freaking worse. To the point where I tried to go to sleep and I could not go to sleep because the pain was starting to get gradually worse and worse and worse.
Ooh.
And to the point where, because I kept thinking to myself, it's got to be a bathroom issue. It's got to be something I ate, something's wrong. But you can only try to go to the bathroom so many times before you start thinking to yourself, okay, maybe this isn't it. So then my mind started to go to other places, which is like, well, if it's not this, what am I doing wrong? Okay, I think I know. And I could not have picked it. I guess I picked a good time to finally go to my parents' room, because my dad at the time was working for a place in Gainesville called The Times, which was a newspaper / printing press place, and so he worked the night shift. And so he basically just got home, like 6 or 7 in the morning, from working all night long, when I finally sheepishly went to my parents' room, as if I'm like a 7-year-old, even though I'm a grown man. And I wake my mom up, because my dad was still taking a shower or something, and I go, Mom, I've had a stomachache since like yesterday morning, and it's gotten a lot worse. I think something's wrong. And she immediately gets out of bed, gets my dad, let's go, we're going. Go to the emergency room, or I proceed to have an appendectomy.
Wait, so you had to get your appendix removed?
Yeah, because...
Oh, geez.
And let me tell you something, my friend. On the way to the hospital...
Oh, my God.
The pain for that I thought was tolerable at the time, took a giant jump. And I became almost incoherent. Because it was bad. It was extremely bad. To the point where when we were finally in the hospital, I reacted in such a manner when the doctors were asking, because like more than one doctor kept coming in to be like, "You okay? What's going on?" And like by the third time, I'm like, "Could we get some help here, please? Quit asking me how I'm doing. I'm seriously not doing well. You mind? And while we're at it, give me something."
How you doing, champ?
And my mom later told me like that was not you, and I was like, "Yeah, it wasn't me. I was in agony at that point."
It was Pain Me. Pain Me's an asshole.
Yeah.
Pain Me doesn't take shit from the long medical wait.
I mean, they eventually gave me like a dose of morphine, which definitely helped. But you know, it's something's bad when even morphine is like, okay, I'm feeling better. I still acknowledge the fact that I have pain, like a lot of it.
I see. Damn.
And I know they took a blood test, and like I think my white cells were like really crazy at the time, and they did like something where they had to tap the bottom of your foot. It was a weird thing. It was like, does it hurt here when we poke you like this? Like, yeah, it freaking hurts there. When you poke me like that. That would hurt me even if I wasn't in pain. But the tapping of the foot thing was strange, but I guess it was... And what I found out later is they have to, ask you all these asinine things and do all these little tests.
Of course.
To make sure that you're not trying to lie to get drugs.
Yeah.
Because that's a big issue nowadays.
So many,
so many druggies just trying to get morphine or Oxycontin or whatever else they go for. So I had to get emergency surgery that day. Like, it was not going to wait, and it's a good thing too that they did that because in my infinite wisdom.
Come the fuck on, she's poison again. Sorry, keep going.
No, in my infinite wisdom of waiting, when things have gotten escalated, to tell my parents that I was not doing well. My appendix was so close to bursting.
Oh, jeez.
It was very good luck that it did not. It was on the verge.
I'm lucky. I never had to get my appendix removed, and hopefully I never will. But I mean, it reminds me of my little sister said her teacher was driving, and his appendix exploded, and he had to drive himself to the hospital when his appendix exploded. I was like, Jesus Christ! And I know that hurts like that hurts like fuck. Like, when it's about to explode, it hurts like fuck, and when it explodes, it hurts like hell. So,
I mean, the thing is, if you leave it alone, it can kill you. And especially if it bursts, because basically, like, whatever is wrong with your appendix, it's filling with poison that your body can't handle. And if it explodes, it coats all your internal organs with this poison. And can literally kill you.
Jeez.
So, and people who, like me, think, oh, it's just a stomach ache, can just simply die because they didn't know.
Jeez.
So I was lucky in the sense that it didn't explode, because if it does, you have to be in there a lot longer, because they have to pump you full of, antibodies and stuff like that. Not antibodies. Antibiotics, that's the word I was looking for. And so once it was out, it was like night and day, and they did and thankfully I didn't have a giant scar across my belly like they have a smaller things. I do have a scar, but it's a small one. And I do know that for like the entire night, I had to stay overnight for observations, and they kept pumping me full of this stuff. And I didn't know this, but when they hook you up to those things, that makes you go to the bathroom a lot. Because, you're being pumped full of liquids. And it was weird, because like clockwork, every time I managed to get out of bed and go to the bathroom, someone would come in to take my blood pressure. So I didn't know if they were watching me, or they just had it timed. It was like, okay, and you should be going to the bathroom now. Alright, go in there. Make sure he's okay. And so for like almost a week I couldn't do any heavy lifting. Like I couldn't go to work for a couple of days just because I was out of it. But it was terrifying. But it was, it was strange. Like one of my childhood phobias, because I always figured like it's something that it just happens. There's no rhyme or reason for why it can happen to you. And it could just be a bad stomachache that you just keep on. So thankfully I made the right choice to tell my parents.
Yeah, jeez.
Because I'm usually not the guy to complain about like my own personal stuff. Like it's very rare that I'm like I tell someone, oh, my arm hurts, or like, oh, I've got a bad this, or this is bothering me. I usually don't say that. So when I told my mom that I was not doing well, she immediately knew this is a serious thing.
Glad you're okay, jeez.
Yeah. Ironically, one of our former managers had the same issue. You remember Howard?
Oh, really? Did his appendix explode or something?
Almost. He had the same kind of thing. Like, man, this is the worst stomachache I've ever had. It won't go away.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
And to this day, that remains the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I'm sure ladies out there will say, oh, it's nowhere near childbirth, and I'll grant you, that's probably true. But, you know, give my brother some credit. It hurt. But I'm alive. I made it through. I haven't been paying attention at all to what you've been doing.
I've barely been paying attention to what I've been doing. I just been thinking about appendixes and explosions.
Well, now you know. If you ever have a stomachache that lasts longer than a day,
hopefully I don't,
and it intensifies in pain, then you know exactly what it is.
I've been fine with this stuff. Like I've always had a bad stomach because I just have a really I got it from my dad's side, so I get stomach aches easy. But for the most part, I've never had one where it's lasted the whole day, and it's got worse and worse and worse and worse. It get bad, and then it get over it,
Oh, yeah, and the weird thing is, it started as a dull ache. The point where you get up and you're like, something's weird, but I'm fine. And I'm sure, doing 2 physically active things that day, like taking down Christmas lights and then going to work, probably didn't help. But, I made it through. Do you have what was the most painful thing you've ever gone through, if anything? Physically, not emotionally.
We've all had that. I could go on and on. You tell me to shut the fuck up after a while.
I'd have to get the mallet and hit you like Brady Smurf.
But physically,
no, that was only in the movie. Never mind.
I don't know. I suffered a mild concussion when I was little. I was playing soccer in elementary school, and I got slide tackled and hit my head on a rock. It was that. So I had to end up in the hospital, and my dad was super worried, and I was tied to a board and shit. I was tied to a board and had to.
Why would they tie you to a board?
It was to stabilize me because they were worried about maybe it was some spinal thing, So stabilize me so I don't move around and jiggle around my spinal cord. It's just like when they brace you on with a piece of
Well, that I get, yeah.
Yeah. So they had to brace my back.
Well,
mainly my neck, but back as well because they the way I described how I fell, they were worried about how my upper back as well as my neck. But yeah.
I was just I know when you get a concussion, that's basically when your brain gets bruised. So maybe I thought maybe they didn't want you to move your head around.
Yeah, that too. My head was strapped to the board, and it was terrible.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a fun experience. I wouldn't want to be strapped to anything like that.
Yay! Did I get any?
I think you just got experience for money, but considering your level 9 and she's 15, a little more experience wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
And we'll have to explore the town a little bit to make sure we don't miss anything. But, we can fit all these mofos out.
Work medallion. Fire.
Burn them! Burn them down! Everybody gets little bandages. Where do you think they go when you send them like that?
To hell. These guys look tough.
It's literally called Scorpion. I was just going to say, it's a Scorpion. Although that interpretation of a Scorpion is a little off, fellas. I'm sure you've seen Scorpions in your lives. That's not one of them.
Yeah, artistic interpretation. Oh, they did.
It's more like hell crabs.
God, crabs. Okay, you know what? I'm fucking tired of grinding. Let's explore the town, shall we?
Already?
Do.
I'm almost positive someone will sell you a piece of armor in this town.
Okay. Ice Baby makes itself invisible! So Phoebe, where's Spencer trapped? In the tunnel he was digging under here, there's frozen solid, so it's permafrost. Can't get melted. Wake water from the spring of life, but monster in the wind tree, cave stolen, blah blah blah. Libra temple life. I'm sorry, what's going on?
I like the fact that they included whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it shows that the main character is paying attention just as much as me.
Decoration. Can't do anything with it.
You can't do. Okay.
He's found some heal potions.
Yeah.
So coming in here was pointless.
Wait, maybe it wasn't entirely pointless. Okay, never mind.
Other than just to move the story along.
Yeah. Yeah. What was this her house or something?
Yeah, it's her.
It's
her
not
house.
clear. God.
Jump over him. Quick! Oh, damn it! Too late.
Fuck! Wait, come hither.
Jump! Yeah. All right.
Yeah. doing the...
Damn it.
Fuck.
Alright, go back down. Hopefully you can see. Yes, okay. Explore up.
Okay, up here is just a frozen thing.
Well, there's a path right there.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I mean, my memory may be playing tricks on
No, I'm
things.
just blind. Let's... Monster in the ice... Draining the power of the... Yes, thank you for reiterating that. I needed to know.
Yes, she does tell you something. Buy that steel helmet.
I'm sorry, lady. Why are you carrying a steel helmet?
Okay! Yay!
I don't even know how much money I have, but who cares? Not like I'm gonna be strapped for cash.
Yes! You barely buy anything.
There's
this
a
game.
magic mirror which reflects the images of monsters. The monsters.
What are the magic refreshers?
Sure. Well,
I don't remember
I'm guessing it's a pivotal item to beating the boss. Oh,
Magic mirror?
Yeah, because they say he
Oh,
turns.
there's another warp zone.
He turns invisible.
I think you just find it so it reveals things that are hidden, but
Okay.
whatever.
Wait, what? What am I doing? Oh,
You saved. That's
okay.
always good.
No, I meant to. Yes, this is what I need.
There's the helmet we got. So it gave us a defense power of 4.
Okay. I forgot that I don't need to equip it. I was just about to.
Alright, so I guess our next stop is the pyramids thing, made of ice.
Oh.
You're ruining her frozen crop.
Oh no! Yeah, she was totally gonna eat this shit. Slash and burn, bitches. You can. They'll thank me later. Where they'll be like, "Thanks for getting rid of the frozen shitty crops, so we can plant good ones." That we had stored in the back room.
You heard it from James first. Slash and burn. Next time, guys.